Hello, book lovers! Welcome to Read with Fatim, where every story comes to life in just a few minutes.
Today, we're opening one of the greatest books ever written about the sea, a story that has drifted across time and generations, carrying mystery, madness, and meaning within its waves. It's by Herman Melville. Moby-Dick? First published in 1851, Moby-Dick wasn't a big success at first. Many people didn't understand it. Too strange, too deep, too full of the sea's secrets. But over time, it became one of the most treasured works of literature in the world. It's the story of one man's dream, or maybe his curse, to chase something vast and untamable, a white whale. But Moby-Dick isn't just about a whale. It's about obsession and courage, about how small we are beside nature's wild power, and how, even so, the human heart keeps daring to dream. So, come with me. Let's step onto the creaking wooden deck of a 19th century ship, where salt sprays the air and the horizon stretches into forever. Let's meet the men who sail the oceans, their laughter, their fears, and their faith as they journey into the unknown. And so, the story begins. Call me Ishmael. That's how it all starts. Simple words, like a small lantern lit against a dark sea. Ishmael is a restless soul, drawn to the ocean the way some are drawn to the stars. He has no great fortune, no family waiting at home, only a deep yearning to see the world and understand it. So, one cold December, Ishmael sets out for New Bedford, a whaling town alive with the smell of salt and oil. He plans to join a whaling voyage, to hunt whales, yes, but more than that, to learn what the sea can teach him. At a rough little inn, he meets a strange companion, Queequeg, a tattooed harpooner from a faraway island. Though at first Ishmael fears him, soon they become close friends, like brothers, bound not by blood, but by understanding. Queequeg is brave, quiet, and wise in his own mysterious way. Together, they sign up for a voyage aboard a ship called the Pequod. The ship itself feels alive, creaking, sighing, smelling of tar and dreams. Its owners, Captain Peleg and Captain Bildad, are eccentric but experienced. But the real captain, they say, is someone else. Someone strange and solemn, Captain Ahab. When Ishmael first hears Ahab's name, he feels a shiver. They say Ahab has been at sea for years. They say he lost his leg to a great white whale, and that now he hunts it with a heart burning like fire. The Pequod sets sail on a cold Christmas morning. The harbor fades behind them, and the endless blue swells around. Ishmael stands at the railing, his heart thundering with excitement and fear. The world feels boundless. He looks at Queequeg and smiles. They are both tiny specks upon an infinite sea. And somewhere beneath those depths, the great white whale moves unseen. Days turn into weeks. The Pequod sails farther from land into wild, endless oceans. The men aboard come from every corner of the world. Africans, islanders, Americans, Frenchmen, a floating tribe of dreamers and wanderers. They share songs, jokes, and ghost stories under the starlit sky, but above them all stands Captain Ahab. When he finally appears on deck, the crew falls silent. He's tall, stern, with a scar running down his face, and a leg made of polished whale bone that thumps when he walks. His eyes burn like lightning. He gathers the crew and raises his voice. "Harkye! The path to glory runs through that whale, Moby-Dick. I'll chase him round Good Hope and round the Horn and round Perdition's flames before I give him up." The men cheer, some out of fear, others out of awe. Ishmael feels torn. Ahab's passion is frightening, but there's something magnetic about him. It's as if the whole sea bends toward his will. The voyage becomes more than whaling. It becomes a hunt, for revenge, for destiny. Every sighting of a whale sends the men scrambling into boats, harpoons flashing through spray. Ishmael watches the mighty creatures rise and fall, breathing ancient, majestic. Sometimes he wonders, who are the hunters and who are the hunted? On quiet nights, he lies awake listening to the sea whisper against the hull. The stars shimmer like eyes watching from above. Queequeg tells him stories of his island home, of gods and spirits of the deep. Ishmael feels both comforted and small. The world is vast, and Ahab's shadow stretches over it all. Months pass. The Pequod crosses oceans, through storms that howl like monsters, and still nights so calm you can hear your heartbeat. The men grow weary, their faces burnt by sun and salt. Yet Ahab never slows. His obsession burns brighter than ever. He nails a gold coin to the mast, a Spanish doubloon, promising it to whoever first sights the white whale. It glints in the sunlight like a challenge. The men's eyes sparkle greedily, but deep down, they know this is no ordinary chase. Sometimes they meet other ships. Ahab always asks the same question: "Hast thou seen the white whale?" Each time, the answer deepens his madness. One captain tells of losing his son to Moby-Dick. Another shows scars carved by its jaws. Meanwhile, Ishmael reflects on the strangeness of life at sea. He studies whales, their anatomy, their legends, their mystery. He begins to see them as symbols of something far greater, like living riddles of creation. Queequeg falls ill, and the crew fears he will die. He even has a coffin made for himself, calm and unafraid. But miraculously, he recovers. The coffin remains on board, quietly waiting, like fate carved in wood. One evening, lightning splits the sky. The ship glows blue with fire from the heavens. Ahab stands unmoved, laughing at the storm. "This is my baptism," he cries. Ishmael shivers. He sees now that Ahab's heart is chained to something beyond reason, a storm that can't be calmed. At last, after long, lonely months, the lookout's cry cuts through the wind. "Thar she blows!" Far ahead, a massive white shape breaches the waves. Enormous, ghostly, terrible. Moby-Dick. The crew trembles. The final hunt begins. For 3 days, they chase the whale. The sea becomes a battlefield. Harpoons slicing air, ropes whipping through spray, men shouting as waves crash over them. The whale moves with a power that feels ancient and vengeful, its white body gleaming through the storm. On the 3rd day, Moby-Dick strikes. Boats are smashed, men are thrown into the churning sea. Ahab, relentless, clings to his vengeance. He hurls his harpoon and shouts, "From hell's heart, I stab at thee." But fate cannot be conquered. The whale dives deep, pulling the lines, pulling the ship itself. The Pequod groans, tilts, and begins to sink. One by one, the waves claim everything. Only Ishmael survives, clinging to Queequeg's coffin, now a lifeboat of destiny. The sea grows calm again. Days pass. Finally, a passing ship rescues him. He looks back and whispers, "And I only am escaped alone to tell thee." Moby-Dick is more than a story about a whale. It's about how far people will go to chase their dreams, and how dreams can consume us if we forget the beauty of life itself. Ahab's fire destroyed him, but Ishmael's curiosity saved him. Maybe that's the quiet lesson Melville left for us: to seek knowledge, not conquest, to listen to the sea, not command it. When I finished this story, I felt small, but also amazed, because the world is so big and full of mysteries we may never solve. And maybe that's the wonder of it, that life is a voyage, not a victory. So my friends, if you ever stand by the shore and listen to the waves, remember Ishmael, remember Ahab, and remember that every heart has its own sea to cross. Thank you for sailing with me tonight. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep reading, and let your heart be as wide as the ocean.